Welcome to MTG Ectoplasm, your home for spirits and spirit decks in the world of Magic the Gathering. On this episode, we're going to be talking about a spirit that just got spoiled, an emotional state that you may be feeling, and finally, D&D and MTG. So I got you curious? I hope so. So let's get this damn thing started, shall we? Let's go. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining me on this episode. I am your host, Dwight, aka D Blanco, a medium that wears an extra large. You can reach me out on Twitter at MTG Ectoplasm, or you can email me at mtgectoplasm@gmail.com. Tell me how am I doing? Am I doing a good job, bad job, or I shouldn't quit my day job? And then finally, mtgectoplasm.com, where I have the latest and greatest episodes posted for you, so you can go through my short yet extensive library of content. And also, if you want to donate to the show, you can do that there, because I'm always looking to upgrade my equipment. And also, if you want to sponsor this episode, this particular episode, it's already taken, but any future episode, you can do that there at mtgectoplasm.com. And then finally, wherever you're streaming this is streaming my podcast, this MTG Ectoplasm, do me a favor. Hit that follow, like, or a subscribe button, all right? It's free of charge, right? I'm not charging you anything. Just do me a favor. Hit that button. Let me know that you like the show, because I'm getting you. I have thousands and thousands of you listening around the world. I am humbled. I appreciate it, making this your number one listen to spirit podcast in the world, or shall I say, in the universe, since there's a lot of UFO talk out there. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that the pleasantries have already been said and done with. Yes, finally, Modern Horizons 2 spoilers have begun, and this is just an episode where I'm not going to discuss everything that got spoiled, because there's a lot of great stuff that got spoiled, and I'm waiting. Okay, I have a special guest I want to bring in, where we're going to talk about that, and we're going to discuss how, how Modern Horizons 2 is just going to change the face, or how the current meta is just evolving. That's the whole goal of that particular episode. Then also, a friend of the show, Peter Valco, wants to come back on. He wants to talk about Historic. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. If you were a fan of Historic, he has an amazing deck that has mostly spirit-centric, but man, it really controls the board state, and it may be an up and coming. I see a lot of players that play around this. Here's a sneak peek. Snow build. Okay. So, now with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to talk about the one, the only card that got spoiled for us yesterday. Yesterday in the afternoon, I ended up putting it in the Discord group. No, not Discord. I ended up putting in the Reddit group. Then I posted it on my website, and I had certain feelings. And of course, my man posted. I forgot your name. God, it's too early in the morning for this. But one of the listeners posted up there that it's a card. So that card, we end up getting a spirit. It's an uncommon. Ready? It is Wandering Ghostlight. Wandering Ghostlight. It's 2 generic and a blue. So that means it's 3 mana. And it's a flying 2/2. Now, what I'm going to tell you honestly and humbly, we don't need another 3/3. We don't need another 3 mana spirit, unless it's a Lord, and even then, I'm praying that the Lord is a 2 mana. What Spirit needs is, more of a 2 mana range, even a 1 mana. All right, I think that three mana spot is filled with Spell Queller, Skycleave Apparition, and also my boy drug school captain. So that leaves the 2 position and then the 1 mana position. And we are desperate need of the 1 mana. Now, I have ideas, and if Watsy, if you're listening to the show, even you, Gavin Varhi, who I've reached out multiple times, and yeah, I'm calling you out on this show, hey, I have an idea. You may want to run with it, because I think the Spirit community would appreciate a card that would benefit us. Just saying. Just, I have the ear of the people. And, technically I'm the voice of the people at the same time. So let me continue with a Wandering Ghostlight. You hear the sigh, right? Okay, flying. Its abilities. Besides flying, pay 2 generic and a blue. Another target creature gains flying until end of turn. Okay. I don't know if you're aware, Watsy. Spirits are predominantly flyers. So why would you give us a card to give flying? And the only thing I can think of is, Dwight, you do have Skyclave Apparition. He doesn't fly. Or she doesn't fly. You also have, Unsettled Manor that you could use in your deck. That doesn't fly. So we're giving you an opportunity in now and in the future to have a card to assist you to get over the wonderful walls of everyone else. You can fly over and smash your opponent in the face. So we're allowing you this non-bow, this combative trick to your arsenal spirits. That's what they're trying to tell me. I'm like, yeah, no. Now, it also has another ability. Okay, so it has flying. It has this thing where you give other creatures flying and then channel. Now, most of you are like, what the hell is channel? Don't worry. I'll explain it to you. It's an ability that hasn't been seen since Saviors of Kamigawa. That's right. Saviors of Kamigawa. So that's like over a decade and a half ago. So, I think it was like 2004, if I'm maybe wrong. I may be wrong. Okay. The channel ability. Ready, ladies and gentlemen? It says X and a blue. Discard Wandering Ghostlight. X target creatures gain flying until end of turn. Now, I want to thank Watsy for this. Because it makes me think of one simple thing. If I'm stuck in a board state where I have no flyers whatsoever, I'm allowed to get my creatures flying, and then I can use Mourn Lahant to get rid of this creature from my graveyard. That's the only thing I think this is good for at that particular moment. Now, realistically and honestly, I am 100% disappointed. But I want to go through channeling, okay? Okay. I think this is an interesting thing the Wizards decided to try to bring back, because I have a feeling eventually that we will be going back to Kamigawa. The question is when. When will we be going back to Kamigawa? So let me explain Wizards' theory behind channel. Okay? Channel was only featured on spirit cards, and it was designed to have the resonance of the spirit abilities combined. It's like if the spirit just resonated a certain amount, poof, and it did its ability. So it channeled the energy for that super one-time effect. I think that's amazing. I think, WotC really took its time to be creative in considering channel. And I like it. I think it's a cute ability. Does it work? I think if done correctly, and personally, I wish they would reach out to the spirit community. I actually think channel could actually be one of these busted abilities that we could end up using. But unfortunately, we're not getting much love, and I don't think they're looking at our way at the current moment. And especially since, Saviors of Kamigawa? We haven't seen this ability since. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I like it. I like the ability. I think the creature's cute, but not for us. One thing I am saying under my breath that you will hear me now say, I don't think Modern Horizons 2 is a modern set. I think this is just another Commander set. That's just my personal interpretation. There are certain cards that did get released that I think are absolutely amazing that will change Modern. I am happy for some tribes out there, especially Merfolk. This is a tribe that just they try to give them things and it just doesn't work. And finally, they've given them two amazing cards. Okay, two really amazing cards. The God Merfolk, I think, is an amazing card. And then also Rishadan Dockhand, I think, is an amazing card as well, especially for the 1 mana spot. But that leads me to the next topic. Emotional state. Now, you're not a clinical psychologist. I admit that. But I did go to school at Rutgers University and did study psychology. I did try to make that my major once. But I'm talking about this for my personal therapy, for me. And maybe you guys could agree with me. I'm looking right now at Modern Horizons 2. I've looked at Kaldheim, and I looked at Strixhaven. And we keep on seeing spirit cards that get printed, and it's like, dude, when are we going to get something that we want? And of course, my friend's voice, Tom, Dr. Tom, creeps in to the back of my skull and goes, WotC's under no obligation at all to make you anything you need for your deck. Every time I think that, I just want to punch him in the head, but he's 100% correct. He's 100% correct. So, disappointment creeps in. But then I got to consider, ladies and gentlemen, what other tribes are out there that people are a fan of that aren't seeing anything at all? Currently right now, people are saying our tribe, our tribe is like a tier 2 deck. I disagree, ladies and gentlemen. I think it's a 1.5. And the only reason why it should be higher than that is because nobody's playing it. You have players like Dr. Queller and Renth going out there in Modern and kicking ass. You have other players right now in Pioneer that are playing this deck and kicking ass. You have Platinum Mythic ranked player in Historic using the deck and kicking ass. The one format that I'm actually surprised that anybody did anything was Testacular, who went 5-0 with a build, okay, and Legacy. That stunned the crap out of me. Literally stunned the crap out of me, and I think it's the way he built the deck is absolutely amazing. Him and his friend Ben. But I think right now we're in a good position. I think there's no, yes, I would love to see another Lord. Personally, I think we desperately need another Lord in the deck for more power. I also would like to see a 1 mana creature that would make a difference. And there's a lot of ways that WotC can make this thing happen. I have 3 ideas in my head alone that I would love to see WotC build. But WotC has to call me. Gavin Varhi, you got to call me. But the whole point is disappointment, right? We're talking about disappointment here. And you're like, wait, what's this disappointment have to do with anything with spirits? Let me just tell you, we could be right now a player who loves the tribal cleric. Ask yourself a simple question. Clerics has got a lot of cards. There are a lot of amazing cards. How many lords they have? True lords, the +1/+1 ones. I'll wait. If you want, I can wait here all week, next month, an entire year, maybe two, how about a decade? Because there's not a single damn one. I have a friend of mine, okay, who I'm going to end up having on the show. His name is Ray. He loves his Minotaur Tribal. Loves his Minotaur Tribal. The only reason why I want to have him on is because I want to have him discuss it. They're under the table decks that you won't see like on MTGO, that you should be seeing played on MTGO. Okay, Ray has been playing this Minotaur deck for years, okay? And he has not been able to get a good Minotaur or anything for his Minotaur deck in almost 3 to 4 years. But he's still kicking ass with the deck he has. Is he disappointed? Is he deflated sometimes when sets come out and he goes, great, they got a Minotaur, like Modern Horizons 2. Him and his community, in his Discord, we're told, hey, there's a Minotaur coming out in Modern Horizons 2. Get excited, guys. They got all excited. They were all jovial. They were all giddy. They were on the edge of their seats. And then all of a sudden the card got spawned and they're like, yeah, we can't use this card. They were disappointed. And then it's kind of funny, like yesterday, all of a sudden my friends in my play group, hey, all of a sudden, Dwight, you got a spirit. Check it out. You're going to be excited. You're going to like it. And I get there and I'm like, spirits, okay, it's a blue. Yes, 3 mana. No. And no. Damn it. Disappointment. Now, Magic, one thing I love about the game, it has its highs, it has its lows. And there are other moments of disappointment that I want you to consider, ladies and gentlemen, that you, when you're playing, if you feel those moments of disappointment, you need to get it out of your skull, out of your membrane, out of that green matter, okay, expeditiously. Why I say this, ladies and gentlemen, because as a person who does misplay, I admit I'm a humble player who's been playing for over 20 plus years. I should know better not to make mistakes, but I do. And then when I do make a mistake, I end up kicking my own self in the ass. Okay? It's a one-legged man in the ass kicking contest. And I get disappointed, like, damn it, dude. You had a chance to do this. You misplayed it. Now you have to hope and recover in the next 3 turns. Your opponent plays. You could have done something, but you're still stuck in your head kicking your own ass. And guess what? You misplayed a second time. Then you misplayed a third time. And guess what? There goes your game because you're filled with disappointment. And you lost the game because of disappointment. One thing I've learned about this game of Magic the Gathering is that, yes, we are all emotional creatures. We live currently in a time where people are losing their mind because if you say one word, it hurts their feelings. Okay? I'm a guy that was brought up in the 70s. Born in the 70s, raised in the 80s. And we were taught, sticks and stones may break my bones, but, words will never hurt me. Well, they do break hearts. Words do break hearts. So I go out of my way to make sure I don't go out and offend people. Yeah, I may joke around, be tee-hee funny or a ha-ha funny, but my goal is not to go out of my way to sit there and act oppressive against any group or community. As a Hispanic, no. I want everybody to have fun and to be inclusive and go, hey, I don't care who you are. To have that Martin Luther King aspect of respect the individual. Judge a man by the content of his character, not by the color of his skin. But we don't act this way. Why? Because of disappointment. We expect certain things in our life to work a certain way. And where I'm getting to is magic is the same way. We are emotional creatures. And if we don't take away the moments of negativity quick enough where we go, fine, I crapped the bed here. That's sucked right there. But it's done. Now, on to the next move. It's onward to victory. I will fly over and smash my opponent. I will remove whatever is in front of me using Skyclave Apparition. I will sit there and counter spells using, Mausoleum Wanderer or Spell Queller. You're going to target my creatures? No, sir. I have Rattle Chains and I also have Drog School Captain. No, you will not. Disappointment is a really nasty emotion, ladies and gentlemen. And I hope you can see that by me talking about it today, you're doing an introspective of yourself going, damn, do I play with that disappointment? Do I feel disappointed in myself even before I pick up the cards? Or after I made a colossal mistake and I end up losing, a match against somebody? Yeah, I'm going to feel that disappointment, but can I get over it quick enough and go, you know what? I lost game, match 1. I'm up to match 2. And what's going to happen? I'm going to sit there and kick this individual's ass. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope, my little nonsensical moment of disappointment helps. Because right now, yes, I am disappointed in Modern Horizons 2. It is not the set that I hoped it was. I mean, and there's still a lot more to be spoiled. I'm disappointed that I'm not getting the cards that I've wanted since Kaldheim when I'm supposed to see spirits and spirits and spirits. And I'm like, come on, WotC. While they're under no obligation at all to assist. All I can do is look forward, look toward the future. I have Innistrad coming. I have this Dungeons and Dragons set coming up. Always look to the future and know it's going to be better. I'm done with disappointment, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm moving forward. Now, ladies and gentlemen, D&D in MTG. Now, when I first originally heard of this concept, this idea, I was thinking to myself, are you kidding me? Why didn't WotC do this years ago? This is something that WotC should have done decades ago. Because our games technically intertwine with one another. I understand that there are purists out there, you Puritans, that it's like, oh, no. Oh, no. D&D is D&D. MTG is MTG. We got to keep them separated. Yes, they're like cousins, but we don't want these cousins to be kissing. This isn't West Virginia. And if you're a West Virginia listening to me, remember, don't kiss your cousin. It's not good. That will lead into disappointment. But there were 3 amazing cards, ladies and gentlemen, that were spoiled in Dungeons and Dragons, the Adventures in the Forgotten Realm. And these are three main characters. Now, if you're unaware, okay, there's an author. His name is R.A., in quotations, Bob Salvatore. Now, he's the author and creator of the Drittz Do'yurden series. Now, you're going to go, what the hell is this Drittz Do'yurden series? Well, this author has written over 31 books. And the set that we're going to end up getting is based on this gentleman's books. So if you haven't read any of his books and you're a reader and you enjoy, solitary moments with yourself outside or indoor the house, just reading, then I would suggest picking up R.A. Salvatore's books and take a gander. Now, I have no experience with Mr. Salvatore, but my boy Ray, the Minotaur guy, loves his books. He's basically read every single book. And it's kind of funny, I brought to his attention that YouTube they have a video called Sleep Sound. Check it out. And it's based on his book. It's this weird lullaby that is being read by Cumberbatch. I forget the actor's name. He plays Doctor Strange, the Cumberbatch guy, right? And it's just an animated short, which is really, really amazing. And I challenge all of you to do me a favor. Go out there. I'm going to post it up on my link on on Twitch. Not Twitch. I'm sorry. Twitter. And I want you to listen to it. It's amazing, especially how Cumberbatch the way his voice and his inflections, it's magic to me. And when you listen to this, you're going to realize the world that we're going to end up going into. It's an amazing world, and I'm excited with this D&D. Now, the villain. The villain is Lilith the Spider Queen. They end up making her a planeswalker. 3 generic, 2 black, legendary planeswalker Lilith with a loyalty counter of 4. Now, what's unique about Lilith is that on the left-hand side, you know how they have the loyalties of going up or down? Well, there are no ups. There's just a 0, a -3, and a -8. It's like, ooh, she's going down. But not so quick, ladies and gentlemen. Not so quick. So let me begin reading what Lilith does. Whenever a creature you control dies, put a loyalty counter on Lilith Spider Queen. That's right. If you sacrifice, so this is pretty good for those aristocrat decks. But there's more. And I'll tell you, the flavor with this, and if you listen to what Cumberbatch reads, you're going to go, holy crap, the flavor matches. Wizards hit it out of the park with this. With the 0 loyalty, you draw a card and you lose 1 life. With a -3, you create 2/1 black spider creature tokens with menace and reach. And of course, -8. Why wouldn't it be -8? Because she's a spider, right? And she's a spider queen. She has 8 legs. There you go. And the -8 has, you get an emblem whenever an opponent is dealt combat damage by 1 or more creatures you control. If that creature loses less than 8 life this turn, they lose life equal to the difference. Ouch. Each bite is 8 points. Lilith Spider Queen, even though I think it's expensive, it's a pretty damn good card. Now, the next card that ended up getting spoiled, it's not the star of the show, but one of the cast members, you could say, one of the side group, is Runar the Battlehammer. 2 generic, a red and a white, legendary creature, Dwarf Warrior. That's a 5/3. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. If you're a fan of the dwarf, well, here's your man. Each creature you control gets +2/+0 for each equipment attached to it. You may pay 0 rather than pay the equipment cost of the equip ability you activate each turn. So it's like a plate steal that gives you benefits. And for a white and a red and 2 generic, and it's a 5/3, not bad. Just saying, just not bad, ladies and gentlemen. And now, finally, the hero of the set. You know, back in the day, when I started playing, we had Gerard as our hero, battling the Phyrexians. This here is the hero in this Dungeons and Dragons set. And that's Drittz Do'yurden, which is 3 generic, a red and... Oh, sorry. Let me read that again. 3 generic, a green and a white, legendary creature, elf ranger. It has double strike and is a 3/3. Not bad. I'm liking this. Whenever Drittz Do'yurden enters the battlefield, create a Guinevere, a legendary 4/1 green cat creature token with trample. Well, you know, it comes with a friend. Whenever a creature dies, if it has power greater than Dritz's power, put a number of +1/+1 counters on Drittz equal to the difference. So, my man gets bigger. My man gets tons bigger. So if it blocks a 6/6, ooh, yeah, this is mean. This is something that you beg to sit there and put trample with. I wish this thing had super trample. Now, for those wondering what the hell is super trample is like, even if it's blocked, the damage goes through, no matter what. Yeah, that's a thing. That's a old ability that we used to play with back in the day. Super trample. Now, what I will tell you, ladies and gentlemen, the flavor of those 3 cards that were spoiled for this D&D set hits to the T of Mr. Salvatore's books. I'm excited to see what ends up happening. Like I said, I've never read any of these 31 books. Hell, I haven't played Dungeons and Dragons in over 2 decades. 2 decades, ladies and gentlemen. And would I love to? Hands down. Once I'm done with nursing school, yeah, sign me up, sign me in. I'm good for 6 months of straight up D&D play. But that's until I finish nursing school, which hopefully will be soon. So hopefully you can see my excitement for this upcoming set. Will there be spirits? I don't know. But I know there will be a beholder, and I'm a big fan of the beholders. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the shout-out section, where I'm looking for the best of the best, the cream of the crop, the crème de la crème. Did you do it this week? Did you happen to make the top of the top? Well, I hope so. And if you didn't, ladies and gentlemen, do not be disappointed. You like that? The ongoing theme here? Do not be disappointed. You will be eventually on here, and it's all a matter about you trying and going out there and giving it the best you can. Remember, I'm still asking you to sit there, and if you're going to play, put it on your local Facebook group or your, the Twitch, if you're going to go play on Twitch, let people know. You're going to play it on stream on YouTube, let people know. Put it on the Reddit group, put it in the Discord. We would love to sit there and watch you. Also, the fact that maybe you can learn something from us. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, don't bully one another. Don't be a jerk. So now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time. So I have here in my formerly chocolatey stained hand fingers, because I had chocolate cake early this morning. Yeah, I'm a fat guy. This gentleman went 5-0 in a Pioneer League with a mono blue build. And that's Cooley 2. Congratulations, Cooley 2. Really? I put in the wrong song effect. All right, let me read it. Congratulations, Cooley 2. Oh, man, that's hysterical. And now, unfortunately, it's only Pioneer in Modern today. Once again, this player went 5-0 in a Modern MTGO league with a Bant build. A Bant build. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Queller. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank both Cooley 2 and Dr. Queller for proving they're the best of the best, the cream of the crop, the creme de la creme. So if they can do it, ladies and gentlemen, I believe in you. You can do it too. Tell your friends, listen, did you give up on spirits? Don't do it yet. I understand that Merfolk got some really nasty bits to sit there and help improve their deck, but remember one thing. We got good lords here too, and also our interaction is far superior than any other tribe, and we protect our own. That's what makes spirits the best deck in Modern, especially in tribal. So I have nothing more for you, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed the show. Hopefully it's a learning lesson for you. And you know what I got to say? Enjoy the rest of your day. Remember, follow me on Twitter, MTG Ectoplasm. Email me, mtgectoplasm@gmail.com. And finally, go to my website, mtgectoplasm.com for the latest and greatest episodes. And remember, if you're listening on any streaming platform, please hit that like, follow, and yes, just hit that button for me. All right? Enjoy the rest of your day, ladies and gentlemen. But goodbye.